3 overtime games, I believe, in a row to win and take the series. They couldn't do it. So it was a tough loss last week. We'll see if Monaco can bounce back.
All right, well, the first match of the last day of European League play gets underway. With Monaco in the orange, Singularity in the blue. Singularity had some fireworks at the beginning of the season. They'll try and close it out with similar style. We have Monaco shooting to the far post, defended by Godsmilla, and though pick this up, push it into the orange. Loses control to the Monaco boys. Extra now. Pulls the backboard. No immediate threat, though. Will push it off to the corner. Ignite tries to challenge, and Noli gets it through now. Though off the back out. Here's Nolly picking it up over the top of one to carry it into an empty net. He'll pinch it off the ground and in. That's Singularity on the board.
What a play from Nolly. He fakes like he's going to go for the little doink. Decides to take it himself, lets it bounce, then goes for the ground pinch. He completely plays extra the last defender. A smart play from Nolly.
4:07 left to go. Man, in the first minute already, we see Singularity getting onto the scoreboard. Though up to try and challenge Extra, and Extra will get it back to midfield. Nolly now back in. Godsmill lurks, waiting for the pass. Here he goes, looking for the shot, and it's blocked. Ignite with a nice save. A follow from Nolly, though. Into the box, and Tigre has to push it off to safety. Ignite again. Monaco goal line defense, standing up strong in this drive. Push through one, now Ignite up against Godsmill, drops back down, and Nolly rotates out. Here comes Extra into the corner, though be able to hold on to control just fine. Taken away by Ignite now. Here comes Godsmilla. Back down, drop it into the box. Dangerous, though. He's able to get on that retreating defense, push it off to the corner. Extra back to midfield. Though the pass to Nolly intercepted by Ignite. Extra's turn back around, gets reverse stomped by Though. And Extra continue to try and find his teammates, but here's Ignite into the corner. Nolly's in an interesting situation where he looked like he was almost going to own goal off his own backboard. Nolly gets it out to Though. Now Extra into the corner. And a nice extended stay in enemy territory there for Monaco, but no real scoring opportunities just yet.
And that's kind of been the MO for Monaco as we see a chance come in. Though's going to finish that one off. And despite all the time on attack that Monaco had, just like that, Extra misses his last hit. And Though's just going to punch that one in easily. And you were talking about Monaco being up there but not really threatening. That's kind of been what they've been doing this season, Wavepunk. They have held possession. They've been in the opposing half, but they just can't generate that shot. They can't find the pass that sets up the shot to put things home. And that's really where they've struggled.
Well, make an attempt here into offense. Extra. A touch over one. Onto the backboard once more, Tigre. Nice extension out of goal all the way to the enemy goal. Though we'll push it back out. Ignite off the sidewall into Extra. Shoots and blocked by Nolly. Back in the midfield, though. Beats one. Nolly with the extension looking for the backboard. He's got it back down. Here comes Godsmilla with a shot to the far side. The bump with the goalie, but Tigre falls off the backboard and makes the stop. Monaco holds on. A flick from Tigre. They're looking for the counterattack. Godsmilla back over the edge. Tigre pushes it. And there's Extra onto the backboard once more, though. Go to play it away. Right now, Singularity at the 2-goal lead. Their backboard continues to get shot at. They rarely seem to have somebody on the backboard. The fact that Monaco is not able to make use of their own backboard passes is just perplexing.
There's been some times, yes, where the backboard has leaked through, but we've seen it before. Monaco doesn't necessarily have the killer instinct that you see on many other teams. They do play a little further back, not as eager to go for those, but also Singularity has had players, as you see, Godsmilla almost getting dunked from the backboard. And Though and Noli both there, so I think all around Singularity's defense has held up quite nicely.
Oh, yes, the Singularity defense has been solid, but though we'll put in a third goal for them here on the offense. Godsmill, an excellent setup. He gets 2 defenders out of it, and those there to finish.
And well done by both Godsmilla and Tho. They were both low on boost. Godsmilla on 0. Tho had 1 boost, which is basically having none in the tank. And they still managed to get that third goal this game comfortably in favor of Singularity.
Extra into the box. Tho's got it away. Tigre up to try and find Extra. Godsmill off the backboard gets it away. Now Tho through the air. Onto the backboard. The demolition on a Tigre. The half flip and the boost grab. There's Godsmill in to pick up control. A miss from Extra. Nolly will send it to the far post. It's just a bit high, and Godsmill won't be able to keep the drive going. Now here comes Extra looking for their first goal. Down by 3 with 18 seconds left. Monaco not going to win game number 1, but breaking up some momentum, getting some scoring going, and starting to think about game 2 is going to be the name of the game for them. And just keep a 4th goal out. Don't allow this to get any more out of control. The time will expire. It will be Singularity taking game number 1.
Singularity taking game 1 convincingly as well. A shutout. Singularity never really pressured that much on defense. We saw him stretch to make a couple saves. Nothing too crazy. You even said there were a few backward bounces. There were, but they weren't punished from Monaco. Monaco just doesn't appear to have that killer instinct right now to really take advantage of those few mistakes. And then on the other hand, we've got Singularity, who's just making plays. That play from Nolly was something else. Faking the doink, letting the ball bounce, and then going for the ground pinch. That was a lovely goal.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like Monaco right now has had 2 people back on defense and 1 person on offense in most of their plays here. It feels like one player gets the ball and is like, I'm just going to go this way. I'm going to put the ball up here. And then, like, sometimes they get those backboard bounces like, oh, hey, that was great. Wait, where's it? Oh, everyone's back. And, like, no one's moved up to help me with this play. And despite them winning some decent contests in the midfield, giving themselves maybe some looks at the goal, they're just never really in position to make it happen. And the few times they are, the defense from Singularity was able to handle it just fine. There wasn't this overwhelming pressure I feel like you're going to need to maybe get through this Singularity back line.
And it comes from the nerves. You don't want to get counterattacked. So a lot of times you can be hesitant to go up for a ball that will be close, that will be a close call. You'd rather rotate back for defense. And we've seen that happen multiple times for Monaco throughout the season. They need to just start sending it. Go for it. You have to get these goals. You have to get these plays if you want to have any hopes at getting a series win. And now we talked about every game being important. They dropped that first one, so their chances are dwindling with each game until they can get a win on the board.
Godsmill to Tho. Singularity looks to keep their lead going as Extra tries to trap this in the corner. A nice tackle from Nolly. Tigre stretches across the field to stop it in midfield, but Tho will win that second challenge. Now Ignite and Extra double commit in the midfield. Here comes Nolly. Ignite will quickly adjust and keep some pressure on, just stall anything in the midfield to give his team time to get back in a rotational format. Now a nice shot there, but Tho with an interesting rotation in. Will stop on the goal line perfectly, hit his brakes and pop up, get the block. We'll stay scoreless here in the first minute. Nolly now with a block Tho. Loses it to Extra. More challenges being won here by Monaco in game number 2. Tho will look for Nolly. Tigre lofts it to Extra. Back down to Tigre. No, it's wide of his teammate, but here comes Tigre now. Nolly with a nice read out of the goal. There's Extra. Lofts it high. Godsmilla with the flight. Able to get to the corner, Tho. Play it in the midfield. A quiet first minute and a half here as both teams, a little opportunity here, a little opportunity there, but so far Singularity actually, this is their first real good look at the goal, and the block from Ignite will shut it down.
And that was a very smart play from Ignite. He had to dodge a bump coming into that play and managed to make the save. He did it. The defensive stand keeping Monaco, at least in this early, they very easily could have conceded a goal there.
Put some pressure on the net. Ignite will pass to Tigre. He looks for the dribbles. Gets it to midfield, but loses it to Nolly. Plays it all the way back into the corner. And the ball spent a decent amount of time in this orange half. As though Ignite on the backboard gets challenged from the ground instead. Godsmiller with a touch over one. Extra still on the backboard. Ignite up there as well. Two players up in the corner, but a bump on a nollie opens up the backfield. Godsmiller will be able to control this one off to the edge. Beats one player. Extra lost it, and Tigray will challenge. Gets blocked again. The Singularity midline defense holding on strong here. We got nollie through the air onto the backboard. Ignite with a response. Game starting to pick up pace as both teams getting warmed up here early in day number 9, I guess, the final day of league play for Europe.
And the challenges have been quite good for Singularity. That time, Extra getting the better of Godsmilla. But when it comes to that 50-50 moment, we've seen Singularity win those time and time again.
Oh, Nolly looks at the double tap. Godsmilla will play it in. Nolly keeps it near the box. Extra bobbed. Here comes Nolly onto the backboard. Godsmilla through. No, it's Extra to pick up control. Well, it doesn't pick up control, rather. Just plays it to the midfield. And Though is able to grab the ball. Now Ignite high in this corner. Pitches onto the ground, and it's Godsmilla who's able to pick that one up in the open space. Tigray with a carryover 1, 16 boost left, now none, as he'll win a second challenge. Flip with the boost, gets it there, but Godsmilla is already on the backboard. Now Extra in to try and keep this drive going. Look for the bump on Nolly, which would have really opened up some space for Ignite to try and get in and find a pass. But Monaco right now is spending so much time just trying to position the ball and get it into a place where they can shoot.
And that really is
Singularity pretty well too.
I mean, they're getting some chances to possess the ball, but we're still not really seeing that many scoring opportunities. Extra, that's a good hit. It could be a setup, but no shot coming in. So that was a potential chance, not capitalized on, but we've seen a few good plays, especially that last play from Tigray. He was able to take that ball down the field completely, get the boost, try to set his team up for an attack. But
nice
still
pass.
not enough.
Nolly with an attempt now, though, back up. There's the pinch down into the box. Extra's got it before anyone else from Singularity can come on in. Singularity definitely with the better looks this game as it drops in once more. Ignite's got it away now. Extra out against Nolly. Wins the challenge and open backfield if Ignite can just get down the field and quickly enough. Though adjusts well. He gets in the box. Here's T-Ray with a shot blocked by Nolly. Can he get the second one? Oh, he sure can. And here's Godsmilla to push it back out. Now looking for a counterattack on the other side. He gets a flick on one, but he's out of boost. And he's going to need some help. He gets the corner boost and gets the pass. But Extra there. The rest of Singularity back in their own half. 10 seconds left. Overtime lurking on the horizon. Ignite with a miss. This one doesn't go in immediately, and he gets the clear. Here's Godsmilla back in. Nolly for the win on the buzzer beater. No, doesn't happen, and it'll fall down. Overtime in game 2.
And Though had a chance as well coming in. He was coming in a little too hot on that play. It was a chance to finish, the quickest possible game of Rocket League, going all the way to 0 seconds and then scoring at the buzzer. But Though just couldn't get the line on it. And we've got overtime.
Out in front of the box, Tigray's up. The rest of his team in the enemy net trying to harass. Though will push it through one. Extra onto the wall. Ignite, no contact. Here's Extra. Play it into the middle and towards the box. Godsmilla is able to, with 2 touches, push that all the way back to the Monaco corner. Nolly a pass out. Though with a block just gets in the way. Nolly and Though still on that front line, losing to Monaco's offense again. Godsmilla in the goal. We'll try to find some blocks. Gets it through one, and now Nolly fakes off Extra. Here comes Though. Passes up to Nolly. 2 players in this corner. Just takes the shot outright. Gets a demolition on a Tigray. Here comes Godsmilla. Shoots far post. Extra's got the block. Nolly up. Extra wins. Extra now challenging with Tigray pressuring on the far side. Now Ignite with a pass to Tigray. Can he find anybody else? No. Extra's rotating out already. Godsmilla. Over to Nolly. Past one. Back down. Godsmilla will play it across. Both teams midfield. Awareness strong right now. Looking for each other. Looking for the passes. But so far been able to break things up over and over again. This one back out in front will be Tigray to pick it up and now try to dribble Nolly. One-on-one. Can't quite get it on target. And his teammate shot is wide as well. Ignite bumped off it and Though gets the clear. My goodness, Monaco with an opportunity to win it here in overtime, and it goes unused.
And Monaco, it seems their strategy right now for getting the ball out of their half is to just let a single player dribble it. We haven't really seen many passes coming out try to get them out of their own half. It's all been solo efforts, which is okay, but then when you get down to the other side of the field, you're not really going to be able to set much of a scoring chance up by yourself. We saw Tigre go for that flick. It is possible, but it's quite difficult. So I want to see Monaco look for each other in the midfield more, look to get some passing attempt clears instead of just trying to play that solo game.
2:16 into overtime. Here comes Singularity looking for passes. They got two defenders out of it. Godsmill's going to try and trap this, but no, he has to fall back now as Extra looks for a pass to Tigre, but intercepted by Godsmill. It's onto the backboard. Ignites up. It's back down. Here comes Doe for the shot to win it. Oh, it's off the post and back out. The finish is finally in from Nolly. They send all three players. They commit it there. If they don't score, they will get scored on the other side. And wow, Singularity's up by 2.
Crossbar almost on the other post. It was a close call. Doe almost did it himself. But Nolly comes in to clean up that mess that Doe created in front of net. And Singularity now out to a 2-0 lead. Monaco's chances dwindling ever so more. So it's getting tough.
Yes.
Monaco 1 game away from being relegated into the rival series.
Yeah, at this point, they were already 3 games behind TSM. And now they're 5 games behind them. I think I'm not going to say this definitively because this is all up to Gibbs, but I believe that with Monaco's loss there, I don't think it's actually even possible for them to come out of 10th. But we'll see. Just to get the win, just to avoid the stat line of 0-9. It's never happened in RLCS before. They don't want to be the first team to do it. There's still so much to play for here from Monaco. And Singularity, man, they've put it to them. They've kept their net completely clean. As we go into game 3, they're just looking to close it out here as fast as possible.
And it's been quite clean for them. Honestly, Singularity, their defense has been looking good for the most part. They have left a few openings, but they have not really been taken advantage of by Monaco. Monaco, very, very solo play heavy right now. We're seeing them go for these dribbles out of their own half. They're keeping the ball close. They're going for flicks. They're not really able to utilize each other that much, even on the defensive end, the offensive end, the entire field. It's been tough for Monaco. They're playing good defense. They're keeping shots out for the most part. It's just the offense that is non-existent.
I agree that in the midfield, we've seen a few moments of them trying to pass. And the best opportunities they've had. Here comes a solo play for Extra. Starts things off well, though Monaco will finally get on the board.
And Extra has a little pop to set himself up, quickly gets on the wall. And if you see there, he got a second touch in the air after going for that. That slight touch was enough to throw off the jumping defender and allow that ball to go in the back of the net. Extra making a play for Monaco.
They avoid getting perfectly swept here in game 3. Tigre onto the backboard looking for a second goal. Oh, Godsmill shuts it down as the final shot was careening in. Now Godsmill looking for the counter goal on the far side. Looking for the far post. Tigre will connect with Extra now. No, Extra doesn't make contact before it gets demolished. Line that back down. Godsmill out to Nolly. Was it off of 1 touch and now over the top of 2. Though in to try and tuck it underneath the crossbar. Not quite able to get it. Ignite versus Nolly here in the corner. And man, goodness, the ball has spent so much time just in this corner in the last 40 seconds.
Finally out.
Finally breaks out. Nolly with a miss. Godsmilla. Carry over 1. Push through 2. Tigre. Kind of neutral against the defender. And now into the box. Nolly will just trap this. Goes for the carry himself. Extra deflects it to the side. Tigre now up against Godsmilla. And they get a neutral 50-50 again. Now though, to the corner off the back vertices, the kind of 45-degree angle panel. Godsmilla back in. Monaco constantly playing this out to the edge, looks for another goal. With 3:20 left to go right now, they've got their first one, and it's given them the lead. We'll see if Singularity can bounce back now playing from behind.
And that was a chance Tigre needed to put that more center for Extra. Ended up passing it right along the goal line out of Extra's reach. But I like what I'm seeing from Monaco. We're seeing chances being generated, passing looks, that save coming out from Ignite. Extra playing a little bit more hungry in this game as well. We've seen him have a couple scoring chances and even put one in. And iGnite with another huge save. Oh, man.
Has himself a savior medal before halftime here. Here's Doe now into the air and onto the backboard. Forcing iGnite to challenge. Godsmilla beats Extra, and Tigre makes the stop on the crossbar. Nolly into the corner, countered by Tigre. Doe comes in, gets it through one, into the box once more, and Monaco is just having to sweat so hard here. The ball will not leave their back third. This midfield has just been suffocating from Singularity.
It really does feel like a heroic last stand for Monaco. They've been on the goal line, keeping shot after shot out. They don't want their season to end like this, to get swept, not only in the series, but in the entire league play. The first time we've had 10 teams, and now they're at risk of going 0-9. You can tell they're leaving everything on the field in this game.
It could be their last. They're trying to win it with everything they've got. Tigre into the corner. Got Extra in the midfield, looking for that 2-goal cushion. The 1-goal lead is nice. It'll give you the win, but, man, you can't let up for a moment. Those stretches. Tigre with the loft. Nolly tried to read it, but ran a little bit low on boost. Godsmill now into the corner with 1:25 left to go. Ignite and Though both challenge Ignite with the win. Nolly now will be him versus Extra here in the corner. Pitches it in the midfield. Godsmillo moves out. Though as well. They're going to get 2 out of him. Extra tries to pass back to Tigre. Didn't believe in himself to be able to find the shot on the open net. Extra now back onto the box. And all to the edge.
Too much heat on that pass
stretches it. Oh, the shot to the far post is in. 102. Godsmill on the counterattack will tie the game.
And out of all the shots that go in, you didn't expect this one. Tigre's on the goal line, but Godsmilla, he takes it off the ceiling, gets it by him, completely shocks Tigre. And now we're even.
1 minute remaining. Tied up. Monaco's RLCS life hanging in the balance. Extra into the corner. Godsmilla will play it to the edge and try to hold on to it. Nolly will help out as well, and Ignite tries to solo man to stop everybody. Singularity even is at midfield. A win from Ignite. Godsmilla to the edge. Weedham girls waiting in the rival series, I guess. I was thinking about Ignite. How that player is
I was like, where's this going?
He made such a deep run in Season 6 alongside Remco. And they got picked up by TSM right after that. Had to grind it back through the rival series. Got himself an opportunity here, but we're going into overtime, and he might be headed right back there if they can't find a goal. Godsmill to the edge. Though, out towards Nolly. He's got it onto the backboard, and Tigre gets it away. The buzzer beater shot from Godsmilla. It's still high. Here's Extra to play it back out to Nolly. And there we'll go into the ground. No, Though keeps it alive. I have thought this game is going to overtime multiple times now. Godsmilla keeps it alive once more. There's 3-2, and Tigre's like, stop, please. Overtime in Game 3. Singularity 1 goal away from clinching the 7th spot. Oh, pass in. Ignite keeps it up. Tigre with the stretch into an open backfield. The miss, Though, goes up, and Nolly's actually the one who gets there first. A good touch there from anyone from Monaco. Scores it. Ignite now with the boomer. Though to the corner. Ignite next to with any attempts, but blocked. Those not in a great spot. Tigre should have this ball for free, but struggling to get a meaningful touch on it. Ignite now out. There's Godsmilla to Though. A small pass. They'll hold on to control. Nolly's threatening on the far side. That's 2 defenders up. Here's Nolly for the win to dump it in. Oh, saved by Ignite. The ball was halfway in the goal. Their season's still alive. As it comes back down, Nolly's looking for Though. Sets it up. Nolly off the backboard to try and destroy him. No, Ignite makes a stop, but here's Godsmilla into the corner. He's not able to get the read as he's flying onto the wall. 107. Ignite to Extra, the demolition, but there's no goal, no shot. Nolly's up, gets the block though with a quick turn just to keep this one out of the net. There's through one. Extension up. Nolly's there. Extra has to challenge. He just has to get his car in the way. Now Ignite versus Godsmilla. We'll go completely neutral, straight down. And though we'll just clear it up to Nolly.
Oh, this could be it.
The guillotine drops, and though we'll finish him off, send him to the rival series. Oh my goodness. Gone in a sweep.
And that's how it is. That is how it is for Monaco. They get swept 0-9 on the season. It was difficult for them. It was tough. This was not what you want if you're Monaco. You grind through the rival series, you get here, and then it was a disappointing season. But for Singularity, they're excited. They're celebrating now, locking in 7th place. And that's going to guarantee that they will be around for the next season of the RLCS. We are going to see them in Season 10.
We sure will. Singularity avoid promotion relegation with that win there. But on the other hand, that'll be Monaco. This is their last season in the RLCS. For now, they can have an opportunity to get back here playing in the rival series in Season 10. But man, yeah, F's in chat for them. It was a valiant effort. The 0-9 run, they showed up and gave it their all. Every single match just wasn't quite there. But Singularity, shown that they have the staying power to stay in the RLCS. Don't get to play in playoffs this season, but you know, for a rookie season, this was an admirable performance.
You can't ask for much more, and that's what it takes to be a professional Rocket League player. Really, is that you are in the RLCS. Obviously, there's a few pros down there in the rival series as well, but this is where you're trying to be. This is the goal of any aspiring pro players, to be in the RLCS. They've locked in next season. That's all you can really ask for. So we'll see how they bounce back next season. Maybe we'll see them in the regional championship.
We absolutely will. Thank you for them to playing. Now, moving on through the day, we got like 5 more matches here. The next one going to be Endpoint versus Mouse. Scrubkilla out of the RLCS, and we've got Arju in. How's he going to perform? We'll see him play 2 matches today, and this is the first one up against Endpoint. We'll find out after the break.